Cliff, great win at the weekend. Feels like a good place to be at the minute among the squad.
Yeah, really good performance from the boys and the group from start to finish. So we're really pleased. It's a bit of momentum that the team is gathering now at the moment, and it's been nice and positive.
Felt like a lot of the sort of points of note that the manager had after the Bradford game were really took on and took forward into the weekend. Yeah,
listen, the reference points have remained consistent over the course of the season, and the last sort of 5, 6, 7 up to 8 games has been no different. So it's always nice when it bears fruits come the Saturday, but we've been remaining consistent. But more importantly, the players have been really good with it, absorbing the information and trying to put that into action on a match day.
Well, how's the squad looking from the weekend? Obviously, a few players going off with injuries. How are they?
Yeah, if a few players come off, precaution in a lot of cases. So we've still got the best part of over 24 hours leading into the game tomorrow. So there's every opportunity that'll be available for tomorrow as well.
And the squad is in a good place health-wise at the minute. The gaffer touching on the fact that there are players that are being left off the bench at the minute because of the numbers that are available. We're really fortunate at the moment to have the availability we have and the strength with the players that hadn't quite making the squad and getting the match minutes that they desire. But that puts us as a team in a really strong place in terms of the competitiveness Monday to Friday in training, and then being able to select a team to go and win a game whenever the match days come round. And they're showing that when they're coming off the bench as well, aren't they? Because it's didn't really impact too much on Saturday. Players, having to come off the bench. Everybody seemed up to speed with what was required of them.
Yeah, it did. And listen, that's down to the individuals, how they look after themselves, how they prepare. Even though they may have a little elements of disappointment about not getting the start, but they do realise the importance and the impact that they can make, whether that's coming on first half, second half, early or late in the game. So we're really pleased with the boys' performance in that respect.
Long trip to Colchester to come on Tuesday night. They're a side that have not had the best of seasons, but certainly recently they don't lose an awful lot of games. Yeah, listen,
it's a long trip, like you say, and one that we're looking forward to. We're focusing firmly on ourselves and the position we're in at the moment, and the performance levels that we're trying to strive to achieve. So the focus will be on us. We'll do our due diligence on Colchester, of course we will, like we do any other team, but we're looking forward to the game.
How does it impact on things, preparation and how you set up for the game, this long trip that you've got in midweek?
Listen, I know you're emphasising it's a long trip. It's an average trip now within the league over the course of the seasons, and certainly the season pros will be used to it, and it's getting the preparation right leading into the game. And the boys will get on a bus, they'll get off a bus and be ready to go again. So I don't want to say that it's mundane in terms of the travel, but the players are well educated on what they need and what their preparation needs to be leading into away games.
One player I wanted to ask you about, someone that you've known from your past coaching, Luke Molyneux. How impressed have you been with what he's done this season?
Yeah, it's been really pleasing for Luke. I've got that relationship with him from previous, and I'll probably get after him 1 or 2 more times than I do others. But he appreciates it because he's very focused. He wants to be the best he can be. His performances have been really strong this season, and he's a threat to any opposition we come up against, and he's capable of maybe putting more numbers on the page than he has been in terms of his goals and his assists, but he's level of consistency at the moment, so we've got plenty of games to go, and he's very, very hungry to keep adding to that.
He's one of a few players that supporters have been talking about recently, and feeling that there's been an upturn in his performances. But is that kind of indicative of where the team as a whole is at the minute, that people are really coming to the fore and showing their ability?
Yeah, I think so. Listen, when you look at performances and you look at results, and then people get excited, and rightly so. We're not going to dampen that, and players get mentioned and individuals get mentioned. But we know as a team, that's where we're at. Where our performance has to revolve around the team, and any given week we will have individuals within that team, and Luke has been for most of the season, and we share it around the pitch. But when we've got numerous threats within the team, it makes us formidable for the opposition.
And it really seems to be growing that threat, and people really gelling together and starting to build those partnerships in earnest, really.
Yeah, building relationships all around the pitch, the expectation, the attitude from the group to go and listen. You've got to be brave. The manager wants them to play a certain way, and the coaching staff are demanding of that, and we afford them the opportunities to go and display what they're capable of, and the boys have been putting that hard work on show on match days in recent weeks.